Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and here's a completed puzzle on screen, but not correctly completed. So yesterday I was doing Half Yin 2 Yang by DJV, and I did a lot of decent logic in the puzzle, but not entirely. And the problem, this was not correct, even though I'd been told, like if you click the tick, the solution is correct according to the solution entered by the constructor. But of course, that's only checking the numbers, and I got the colouring wrong, and this is where I got it wrong. This 7 cage needs the 9 and 5 to both be halved, and of course purple was the doubling colour. So those cells have to go green. Now, we then have to manage to connect up the purple area all in one to fulfill the yin-yang without affecting any of the other cages. And the way to do that, thank you to the people who pointed out in the comments, is to fix those 2 cells and make them purple. And then there we are. That is the correct solution. So I got the numbers right, I got the tick from the machine, but I did not get the puzzle right. So even after an hour and a half backtracking, finding a huge error, taking ages to fix it, and then getting through to what I thought was the correct solution, I hadn't. But there we are. That is what should have been the correct solution yesterday. I saw one comment from JP saying, WTF, does nobody check these videos? Well, SR Wapo's reply was absolutely correct. Don't worry, we do. Like the people who watch the channel do check the videos. JP, if you just think about it, we're putting out a video every day. I'm obviously recording this today as I'm commenting on the comments on yesterday's video. There is only so much time to record a 1.5 hour video, to edit it and upload it, and then for somebody to check it all through to see that it's all correct. And that is why sometimes the channel goes out with, clearly erroneous puzzles is possible. Although I don't think we've ever put out a puzzle that had 2 possible solutions, unless there was one that deliberately had 2 solutions. That was part of the solving of it. But that we get emails pretty much daily from people saying, oh, I found a different solution that you didn't rule out, and then showing it. And then we get to spend a few extra minutes trying to find out what they've done wrong, what they've misunderstood about the video, and sending a reply. So that eats into our time as well. But anyway, now that was yesterday's puzzle. Hopefully we can just move on to today's puzzle, which is called Prime Pentomino's by the great Ard van der Wetering, who is a Dutch puzzle master and was responsible, of course, for 2 of the biggest watched Sudoku videos in the world ever that we've had on the channel. One of which was called A Puzzle with Just 4 Given Digits. Well, this one just has 3, but we've got some pentomino shapes in the grid. Now, before I get on to that, we are nearly out of time on the Alice in Sudoku Land hunt on Patreon. So there's a day left to get, well, less than a day when you see this video, to get answers into that. But do feel free to do so. No point sending in the 12 puzzle answer, just the 3 puzzle answer to get in the prize draw. Ooh, what else we got going on? We've John Halpin coming up in 3 days' time with his he's using Monica Grady, the space scientist, as creating a cryptic crossword with a celebrity. And do check out the links under the video for that, and our apps and the merchandise, and feel free to engage with the channel in any way. We do welcome the comments. I'm happy to explain my views on some of them. But now, today's puzzle. What are the rules of prime pentominos by Ard? Right, they are these. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so we're going to be putting 1 to 9 in every row, column and box. That's fine. In each grey caged pentomino, any domino of digits must form a prime number reading left to right or downwards. Okay, so that will be a prime number reading left to right. So it could say 13. And that would work for this domino, which will be 17. And this one would have to be a prime number, so that could be a 9. Wow, okay, I hope you know your prime numbers under 100. I hope I know mine. Now, in the central 3x3 box, however, no domino of digits must form such a prime number. Well, this is different. Okay, this is something that's going to require us to have knowledge of prime numbers at our fingertips. So let me just very quickly run through the prime numbers under 100. I'm probably not going to keep an aide-memoire. I think I know mine well enough, but I think, well, let's discount things. Well, we're obviously looking at 2-digit numbers because we're talking about dominoes. I'm going to discount all of those divisible by 11 because you can't repeat a digit in 2 cells. But I reckon the prime numbers that we can use in this puzzle are 13, 15, 17, 19, 23 and 29. Lots of the opening digits only have 2 possibilities because of divisibility by 3. Then 31 and 37. I can't type, 37. So that's the first 8 of them. Then we're up to the numbers beginning with 4, and I think there are 3 of those, 41, 43, and 47. 49 is, of course, 7 squared. Then we can go again, there is a bit of a pattern to this, 53, 59, 61, 67, 2 of each of those. And then we'll be up to the, so that's another 7. There are 15 possible primes so far. Gosh, it's quite a few to keep track of. So in the 7s, we've got 71, 73, not 77, but 79. In the 8s, we're back to the pattern of 83 and 89. Now, 91 ought to be a prime in the pattern, but it's not because it's 13 times 7. So 97. So 8, 7, and 6, 21 different 2-digit primes that we have to concern ourselves with here. I've ignored 11. Right. I don't know why I bothered to do that, but anyway, those are the primes. Do feel free to tackle this puzzle with an aide-memoire of those primes written down. I am going to try without, and we'll just see how it goes today. This could be worse than yesterday by a long way. Let's see. I'm going to restart my clock. Let's get cracking. So, every domino of digits, so every second digit in the grey cages is a 1, 3, 7 or 9. Right, let's colour those. So the only ones I'm not going to colour in the grey cages are digits which must be the opening number in their dominoes. So here, both of those. But everything else I'm going to colour as grey because, or not grey, but some colour. Oh, there's lots of them, aren't there? These all have to be from 1, 3, 7 or 9. So let's pencil mark that. Let's colour it because that's interesting. Let's make them yellow. Now, this 7 sees quite a lot of cells, so I'm going to take 7 out of those ones. Look, in row 2, we've got all 4 yellows done. In box 3, we've got lots. Okay, let's find another colour to colour non-yellow cells that aren't 1, 3, 7 or 9. So column 9, we've got all 4. Box 3. Row 9. Row 8. There's a lot of these. Column 3. Column 2. Row 2. Probably missed 1 or 2 there. Let's colour all of those red. Now, what does red mean? Well, it's digits that don't have to end prime numbers. So if it's not 1, 3, 7, 9, it's the even digits and 5 are going to go in the red. Now, that's given me 5 reds in box 7. So that's yellow. There are only 5 such digits. So that one I'm in. 1, 3, 7 or 9 there. Oh, these two. No, I don't know. One of each. I don't know. I mean, this strikes me as a decent way of going about this, but it may turn out not to be. Oh, okay. 50 something. There's 2 such dominoes here, and there are only 2 possibilities. And we worked them out earlier. They are 53 and 59 are the 2 primes that begin with a 5 that are relevant. Well, they are the only 2. So that's a 3-9 pair. This is a 1-7 pair. That doesn't really get much else done. Bother. Okay, this digit. This is interesting actually, because yeah, those patterns that we saw in the sort of studying of primes, I think they tell us that this digit. Well, we've got 4, 6, and 8 to fill into this puzzle, into this box, but this one cannot be. I'm going to say 4 or 6. Then I'm going to give you the reasons. Right, it can't be. No, I'm wrong. Hang on. It can't be 6 or 8. That's it. Sorry, I got the wrong sets. 4, 1, 4, and 7 can have more than 2 primes. That's it. So, as an opening digit, I mean. Right, so 4 is going to be here. Now, the reason for that is if it was a 6, this domino would be either 63 or 69. And both of those are not prime. If it was 8, this domino would be 81 or 87. And that won't work either. So this is a 4, and that is going to take out 49 as a possibility. So that's 43, that's a 9, 41 or 47 is fine there, and we're left with a 6-8 pair. Now we've got a 3 here. I can take out quite a few 3 pencil marks, and a 9 in the bottom row. Now what does that do? Right. No, I mean 91 is ruled out because that is not a prime. Where is that helpful? Here. This can't be a 1 because it would make that a 9 and 91 would be the prime. So that's not a 1. I don't think we're going to get very far doing that kind of ruling out, but no, I don't know. One of these is now a 3 in that row, so that's not a 3. Yeah, I need to think about this a bit. So the other cells in this column are 5, 6, and 8. I don't. If that was an 8, this would be 8, 9. If it was a 6, it would be 6, 1. But if it's a 5, it could be either possibility. Don't know. Okay. It was a good start. I think I'm a bit stuck now. Can't use the central set, the central box. That's for later in the puzzle. Surely. Must be. Must be. Wow, what do I do next then? I don't know. I need to think about this now. It's a bit odd. Well, oddness is a feature of the yellow cells anyway. Now, come on. Think about how we go about making further moves. Ah, okay. If either of these are a 9, the cell following it must be a 7. Oh, I see. If that's a 9, that must be a 7. 9 can only be followed by a 7. We don't know that one of those is a 9, although yeah, it's interesting, but I don't quite understand. Okay, I do know that one of these is a 7 because that 7 in column 9 must be in one of those 3 cells because there's only 4 yellow cells. So if it's there and there, it can't be in column 8. It can't be here because there's a 1-7 pair looking at it. So one of those definitely is a 7. But It could be 71, 73, 17 or 97 as a prime number, and that really isn't actually very helpful. That could be 7, but this would have to be 19. If that was a 7, this would be a 1-3 pair, and that would be 7, and that's fine. Now, have I missed something? 41 or 47 here. That is definitely red. So, what is red? 1, 4, 5, 6, and 8. No, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Not 1, 4, 5, 6, and 8 is red. Okay, what about this? 27, not possible. 57, not possible. So that's 2, 4, not 2, 4, 6, or 8. Doesn't feel powerful. These are the even digits because we've used 5 in the row. So that, I don't know, there's always going to be a possibility with any of 2, 4, 6, or 8 there. Are we colouring? I don't think so yet. I think I'm just not getting something at the moment. I need to just think a bit harder about that. One of these has to be a 9. If it was one of those two, one of these is a 7, but actually one of those is a 7 anyway. Okay, I'm not being very clever about this at the moment. I need to just get my head around it a bit more. 2. Is that an interesting given digit? I don't really see how it helps me much. Quick thought about the central box again. I don't know. I suppose wherever 9 is, it can only be, well, it could be there, or it's beginning a 97, which would have to put 9 in one of these places with a 7 directly following it. I can't see a reason that's not possible anywhere in the central box. It's an interesting thought though, but I think again we still have to save that up for later. No, I have to find some sort of relationship that just doesn't work, that is wrong and therefore can be ruled out. And it's in the grey pentominos, so what is it? One of these is yellow and the other 3 are red. One of those is yellow and is 3 or 9. That could be there if this was 9, 7. Wow, yeah, I'm not getting this at all. Oh, okay, I need to, okay, let's colour the 9s, 3s, 7s and 1s maybe. Yeah, that might be quite interesting. Okay, the reason I'm talking about doing that is because we might find another cell somewhere that cannot be yellow because all 4 yellows see it. Or we might not. I don't know. Oh, come on. Okay, let's uncolour the grid as we have it at the moment. I don't know if this is going to work, but it's worth a try because nothing else I'm thinking about is really going anywhere. So let's choose an interesting digit that we can then place somewhere else in the grid. But this is the problem, is I'm not sure there are any that must go particularly somewhere. Does that one have to be there? And the answer is no, it doesn't necessarily. It does have to be in one of those two. I think, yes, it must be one of these three. I don't know. I don't know how to go about this. Sorry, I really am getting a bit stuck here. Maybe I should think about 6 and 8, which can't be in that cell. Or 5 and 9, which can't be in those. Really not seeing it. These were all red, weren't they, down here? So they're from 1, 4, 5, 6, 8. That with a 1 or a 3 beneath it. Is there something ruled out? No, it could be 23. Then that would be 29. That would be a 7. This isn't working at all. How do we get going in this puzzle? This is strange. Wow, okay, I'm sorry. I just need to come up with something here that is actually going to let us move forward. I don't know what it is. Oh look, this is a 139 triple. So that can't be odd or even 5. So let's just go back to the red and yellow colouring actually. There we are. Oh, I knew that couldn't be odd or 5. Totally uninteresting information. Can that be a 5? This would have to be 59. 597 here. Then that would have to be 53. Then you'd have 19 here, 73 here. Would be a 1 and a 3 pair. I don't know. What's wrong with that? This would be a 9. I mean, it's quite powerful, but it really doesn't get the job done. Oh, it's obvious now. It's obvious. It takes so long for me to see the obvious. This can't be a 3-9 pair. And there's probably other places where you cannot have a 3-9 pair. There are here. Because 3-9 will either give 39 or 93. They're clearly both divisible by 3. They're not primes. So there is a 1 in that pair. There is a 1 in that pair. Where else can we not have a 3-9 pair and it really gives us something straight away? Nowhere yet, but never mind. There's a 1 in one of those. So this is a 9. Right, so that is a 7. That's a 1. This might give us things. Look, here, now, you can't have a 3-9 pair here, so there's a 7. So that's a 1. Oh, goodness, odd. I'm sorry. Look, this sees 9, 7, and 1. This was fairly clear, and I just couldn't see it. 3 there, so no 3 there. That's a 3. Good thing I didn't do some extremely long, tedious colouring. That can now be 13 or 31, but this has to be a 9. This doesn't have a 3, and that's a 7-9 pair. So let's remove all the corner marks from all of those places. Now, what else have we got? That can't be a 3, so that's a 1. So these are a 3-7 pair. That's now not a 1. Now, if this is a 7, that's a 3. If this is a 9, that's a 7. That doesn't get my job done. 17, 19. There is a 1 here. Okay, now let's use the odd numbers and the red numbers. So this can't be 69. It could be 59 or 89, and this could be 53 or 83. Bother. This can't be 87, but it could be 47 or 67. Right, down here we can't have, we can't have 21 or 81. So that's a 4 or a 6. But it couldn't be 49 or 69, so that is a 7. That's quite complicated. It's very clever. That's become a 3. That's a 7. That doesn't... Oh yeah, we can't have this be 91 because that's not prime, so it's 19. 31 there. How am I doing on... That can't be a 1. Ah, this is weird, isn't it? So 7 in this box is in one of those two cells. Three is in one of those two. 9 is somewhere here. It could even be there. Okay, we can never have a 3-9 pair in this group. So if that was a 1, we'd have to have a 7 in between 3 and 9. That would be fine. Okay, are there any cells where yellow has been ruled out now? Yes, these two. The one in this row has to be there. Ooh, that's good. So we get a 17, which is perfectly legal. That goes red. Those are now both red. I should have known that once I put 7 in one of those two cells. 9 in this row is in one of these two. Six must be in one of those, and therefore one of these. Not very interesting. Now what can this be? It is 2, 4, 3, 6 or 8, but it's in a sum of, or not a sum, a prime that ends in a 1, so it's not 81 or 21. But it could be 31, 41 or 60. It can't be 61 because 6 is in one of those cells, so that's a 3 or a 4. 7, 3, 5, 8. These are 2, 4 and 5 in the column. Now, does that have an impact here? Not really. 29, 49... Oh, no, hang on. 29 is legal. 47 is legal. And 57 is not. 29, 47 and 59. That's an annoying group. Okay, this digit with the 3 or the 9 can't be 6 or... No. If it can't be 6... Yeah, it can't be a 3 or a 9. That's obvious. So that's 2, 4, 5 or 8. That's not actually very exciting at all. One is in one of those two cells by Sudoku. 9, that's interesting. We thought something about 9. We thought that 9 can't be in these two cells because the only primes that begin with 9 are 97. That is right, isn't it? 91 is not prime, 93 and 99, yes. If you put 9 in either of those cells, you've got 2 primes beginning with 9. Not possible. 9 is not in those cells. 9 is here. That's not a 9. Interesting. We get a 9 in the central box. Oh, I don't think this can be a 1. Am I on the wrong track here? If that's a 1, what's this digit that isn't a 3, 7 or... Oh, no, I am on the wrong track because the central box is the other way round. Oh, bother, the central box has no primes in it. It's totally different. Okay, so this pencil marking's fine. Right, sorry. Got it. I mean, I'm sure I read out the rules correctly. I just haven't been obeying them correctly. Right, let's... Oh, this can't be 91. That's 19. Ah, I forgot that. These can't have a 9 in. Now, what primes or what combos are impossible out of 1, 3 and 7? That's really annoying. I don't think any are impossible. Bother. 9's in one of those cells, 9's there, that's fine. Okay, so let's think again about these 9's. So we must avoid, so you can't have 19 in either of those because that would be a prime. So that has to be avoided at least. It's not very powerful. 1 is in one of these places. Yeah, that trio's useless to me. Okay, what's this? Can't be 63. That's all it can't be. That's no help. 2, 4, 5, 8 again, just like that cell. How about this? 21 not possible. 41 or 51 are possible. 61 is also possible. 81 is not. That is a 4, 5 or 6 because this is a prime. This before the 1 can't be 2 or 8. So that's a 4, 6 pair. In the row, I am being very slow at some of this stuff, but hopefully we gradually get there. Now a 2 there means that this pair is a 2, 3 pair, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. This pair are from 4, 5, 8, and they definitely include an 8. And that's also 4, 5 or 8. Now this forms a prime with something 7. It is 5, 6, 8 or 9 by Sudoku. Well, it's not 5 or 8 by priming. So it is 6 or 9 in that cell. Yeah, I need to just keep thinking about these same issues. Oh look, 2, which can't go there, is in one of those 2. Is 2 definitely there? No, not quite definitely. That could be 29. Be an interesting X-wing preventing that being a 2. And that may still come to pass, I just don't see it yet. Yeah, probably still need to do more Sudoku first before I can really focus on this middle box, I would think. No primes in the middle box. I don't know. I mean, there are so many possibilities that aren't primes, that are composite numbers or squares. It just doesn't seem easy to use that rule in the middle box. These are from 2, 3, 4, 8. Does me no good. 67 and 97, 41, 51, 61, 41, 61, 23, 43, 53, 83. Same there. Then 29. Oh, can't be 49, so that's not a 4. that doesn't really butter any parsnips, does it? Wow, what do we do next? It's an interesting idea, odd, but it's pretty attritional, is my view, in that you kind of just have to winnow possibilities down. Right, if that was a 3, that would be a 7, that would be a 9. What would happen then? Don't rightly know. I must still be missing some ordinary primage. 4161, 4767. I'm sure they're all genuine primes. 4568 and the rest of this column, which are not in caged areas and therefore not really very interesting, annoyingly. Wow, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know. These two cells can't be 137 or 2. But 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, all possible. All could go with something out of 137 to form primes. Again, it just doesn't seem interesting. I can hear people saying, listen, your whole Sudoku channel doesn't seem interesting, but it interests me, whereas, I don't know, I just can't get this going. Right, let's think about this middle box then. What else do I need to think about? Where some digit goes that has trouble not forming primes. So it's 1, 3, 7 and 9 are the interesting ones. 9's in one of those cells. 1's in one of those two. 7 has to be in one of these 3 cells. And 3 in the same, sorry, these 2 pairs of 3 cells. 3 in the same group. But I don't know much about them. Yeah, okay, we worked out neither of these pairs can be 19 specifically. So if either of these is a 9, there's a 7 here. No, I can't see problems, I can't see solutions. Wow, what's going on? 7, 4, 1, 3, 2. That is 5, 6, 8 or 9. Is this important? More important than I've realised. So, if that was a 5, this is a 2, 4 pair and that's a 5. Maybe let's think about if this is a 2 or a 4. Then 5 has to be in one of those and this becomes an 8. So if that's a 2 or a 4, this is a 5, 6 pair. And if it's a 5, it's a 6, 8 pair. 2, 3, 4. So if that's a 5, this is a 6, 8 pair. Yeah, because this has become a 2, 5, 4. I don't know. I don't see how this helps me solve the puzzle. Maybe I need to do a different form of colouring now. Well, I can probably get rid of the colouring we've done so far because I don't think we're extending it. We've got quite a lot of digits in the grid. We've got the whole of box 7 done. This is not negligible stuff. It is actual progress and information. It's just not quite enough. And what I'm thinking about doing is colouring the non-1379 digits and seeing if we can make any headway using them, but it just seems very unlikely at the moment. Oh, maybe in some column, if that is 4, I don't know, these two are different. But that is just going to mean we're going to end up with 41, 47, 61 and 67 as primes in the finished grid. And there's no rules about these primes being different from each other. It wouldn't be possible, in fact, to have that maintained. So just need to keep thinking about what's going on. Right, what happens if the central digit is 9? Then that's 7, that's 3, that's 4. I'll tell you what's interesting there. Okay, what does precede the 9 wherever it appears? Because if it was there, and you did have 9, 1, 7, 3, 4, I think this would have to be a 29 prime. It couldn't be 59. Yes, it could. No, it's a non-prime. That's the point. Oh no, that's the point. It's a non-prime, and the options are 29, 59, 69 and 89. Well, 69 is the only non-prime. Okay, well that's getting interesting. So if this is a 9, we've got 7, 3, 4, 6. Then we've got 2, 5 and 8 to go in the row, which can be distributed any old how. Oh look, 51 can't be a prime, so that's not a 5, that's a 4, 6 pair. Honestly, why am I so slow at this? 5, 8 pair there, that's a 4. This can't have a 4. These can't have a 4. That 4 makes this a 6. Good grief, this just feeds around. Why couldn't I see that? This becomes a 9. We've got a 9, 7. That is not a 9. Right. That feels like something got done. Now, 9's in one of those cells. 9, 7, 3, 1, 2. These are from 4, 5, 6, 8. Six, 4 there. 6 here is looking at 4 at the top of the grid. Keep shouting these things at me. I really need all of your help. These are from 2, 5, 6, 8. The 4 at the top of the grid puts a 4 in one of these cells. That stops this being 4. It puts a 4 in one of these two cells. Two, 4, 5, 8 and 9 are the selection for these. Right, let's go back to thinking about that being a 9. Then we get 7, 3, 4. Ah, that doesn't work. That's really interesting. This can't be a 7 because you'd get 3 there and 4 there, but the only prime you could have here that ends in a 7 now is 47, which would require a 4 there and there, so that's a 9. Oh, that's taken a long time. Right, so that's not a 9. This is now not 49, so it's 29 or 59, which allows it to coexist with that much more happily. That seems to be a 2-5 pair, so I can fill in a 4 here, and that's not a 4. I don't know, they're from 2, 5, 6 or 8. Is that all I get from this? That can't be a 9. 7 there says this can't be a 7. We'll take any little thing now. Now, we can't have 19 in one of these, so the 1 and the 9 will be opposite each other. If the 1 is down here, we've got a 9 here and a 3, 7, 1 here. Oh yes, that's an X-wing on 1s. Is that the last 2 1s in the grid still to go in? It is. Okay, I hadn't realised that. These are the last 2 9s in the grid to go in. So somewhere we've got a 1 9, and that's going to give us a 9 1 on opposite sides of this box. I don't know how to use that information at all. 9 4 3 1 7. I don't know. Come on, keep going. 31 41. 29 59. They all feel like I mean, apart from this one, I've filled these. Those are as close as I can get here. 29, 59, 89, 23, 53 and 83. I think they're all primes. So, yeah, I mean, I've got as far as I can. I've got to do something with the central box. Right, let us think about putting 9 here. What would this cell be to make this a prime? To make it not a prime? It has to be 49, does it? 29, 59, 89 are not possible. Yes. If 9 is there, that's a 4. We've got a 1 there. We've got 3, 7. That'll have to be a 3, and that'll have to be a 1. Okay, 49 here. 3 there. 49 here makes that a 7. It makes that a 9. 49 here with a 1 here. Come on, come on, think it through, think it through. Something might pop here. I can see that if you had a 4 there, you'd have to have a 4 in one of these, but that's fine with these cells, infuriatingly. So 49 there, with a 1 here. Ah, what would this? This could be 69. Or 39. Oh, bother! It'll be very annoying if 49 here does turn out to be right, because it just feels worth focusing on. That would be a 1. 1, 4, 9. That's really interesting. Okay, if that's a 9, then this pair is a non-prime. Again, 39, 49 or 69 seem to be the ones. But that's got a lot more freedom than forcing 49 to be there. Okay, 49 there would also put a 4 here. These would be from 2, 5, 8. Have a 1 here. Right, let's think again about the ramifications. 49 here, the 4 there makes that a 3 and that a 7. This would then have to go 3, 7, 1. Now the alternative to that being 49 is that this is a 1. Right, this is either a 1-9 pair looking like that, or a 1-9 pair looking like that. And in that case, we've worked out this is a 4, which is going to make this 7, this 3, and this 1. Oh, I thought I was onto something and I'm not. That's so annoying. God, it's another perseverance puzzle for me, this. I mean, maybe it's clearer to you guys. I do not find this straightforward at all. Not one little bit. Okay, so 49 here. Why was I thinking that was good? That was going to create a 7 here. 49 there has a 1 here. That's an interesting combination in some way, maybe. Because that has to be a 1. But 71. If 71 wasn't a prime, this would be really, really interesting. And it just is not at the moment. Okay, maybe let's think about where 3 goes in the middle box, because it doesn't go in those cells. Ah, it doesn't go here either, because it would form either 13 or 31, either of which would be prime. Right, we've ruled 3 out of those. I'd love to rule it out of this cell. Well, this is interesting, maybe. I don't know. Is it interesting? So 3 as a secondary digit in this box can only be behind no prime. So 63 or 93. All of the others are... Oh! All of the others are genuine. All of the others are sorry, all of the others are prime numbers. 13, 23, 43, 53, 73 and 83. Right. 3 can only come behind 6 or 9. It cannot go here because you can't make those a 6-9 pair. Right. The cells that 3 can now not be in are those ones at least. If that's a 3, right, if 3 is in one of those cells, it must have, no, that's not, yes, it must have a 9 here, because it can't have a 6 there. So if 3 is in one of those cells, it's a 9-3 pair with a 1 the other end. 9-3-1 in one of those. Now, if 3 is in one of these, then this is a 1-3 pair. You've got 9, 4, 2. This would be 5, 6, or 8. To avoid... Oh, this is interesting. So I'm positing a 1-3 pair here. Then I've got 5, 6, or 8 in this cell. Definitely got a 4 here. Now this is getting interesting. Right, a 1-3 pair here. I'd like to rule it out. I really would. I want to rule it out. Oh no, hang on. Maybe the other thing is to rule 3 in one of these cells needs to be in a 93 pair here. And that's a problem down this side, isn't it? No, it's not, because that becomes 1, and that's 1, and that all fits together. It hangs together annoyingly well. Okay, let's go back to thinking about this as a 1-3 pair, where that's become a 2. 1, 3, 2, 4, 9. Then there's a 5-8 pair here. Then this has to be 6 or 7. It can't be 7, because you would definitely form a prime. So this would be a 6. Right, if that's a 1-3 pair, that's a 6. Okay, interesting now. 1, 3, 6, 9, 2, 4. This obviously becomes the 7. This is now 1, 3, 6. Right, now 7 is going to have to be in one of these cells. 3, 6. Oh, this is really interesting. If that's a 1, 3 pair, we've got a 1, 3 pair in the row as well. Is there a problem with 6 being there? 1, 3, 6, then 9 in one of those two. Seven in the row? No, it could still be here. In fact, 7 would be in one of these cells if that's a 1, 3, 6 triple. Oh, this feels like we're really quite close to understanding what's going on. Ah, okay. If it's a 1, 3, 6 triple, the 6 is in the middle, and that can't be 1 because you'd have 61. So it would have to be 1, 6, 3, 9. This doesn't work, of course. No, 1, 6, 3, 9 there, sorry. That does work so far. 1, 6, 3 with the 9 on the non-1 row. So you've got 3, 9 at the bottom. 1, 6, 3, 9. This is very difficult. Oh, this has to be a 4 if the 9's there. We worked that out earlier. 1, 6, 3, 4, 9. Now we've got 2, 5, 8 and 7. Or 7 could go with any of them. 1, 6, 3, 4, 9. So we've got a 6, 4, 3, 7, 2, 5, 8. That would be 2, 5 or 8. Is any of them a problem? No, definitely not in that position. So it does seem possible. That's really annoying. This could maybe there's a way of ruling 3 out of here, and I'm just blind to it. That is much more worth thinking about at the moment. Right, 3 in these cells. If it's there, that's 63. That's 93. That 9 again requires a 4 here. Then you've got 49, 63. The 1 has to be up here. Come on, keep thinking. 7 would have to be right there because of those. 1, 4, 9, 7, 6, 3. No, it's doing my head in now. I'm really interested in this, but I'm finding it extremely hard. And that was based on 3 being there. If 3 is there, then you just have 93 here and a 1 here, and there's a bit less pressure around, annoyingly. Three is in one of these cells. Hey, this is getting to me. It is either... Oh, hang on. Is it always in the opposite row to 1, just like 9 is? No, 9 is in the opposite row to 1. And 3 in one of these. Yeah, so either 1 is in the opposite row to 3 here, or 3 is in one of these and needs to be with the 9. So 3 is also in the opposite row to 1 in these situations all the time. And therefore, 3 and 9 are mates in one of these rows. They go together. And 1 is in the other one. Is that doing something to this set? Just doesn't feel like it is. Because I don't know whether it's 39 or 93. I do know that if 9 is down here, that's a 4. The 3 always has to be in one of those two cells. That's always going to create a 31 number in the grid, which is not very interesting. Although if that's a 3, this becomes a 7, and then the 7 in the central box has to be in one of those two positions. Can't be here because it will create either 17 or 71. Seven in one of these two. So 7, maybe I should have focused on where 7 can't be. 7 is not in those cells, and it can't be here because of creating 17 or 71. Now it's also not allowed to create 37 or 73. But, ooh, this is nearly it. This is nearly it. If that was a 7, then this is a 1-3 pair. Right, if this is a 7, and the only other place 7 can be in row 5 is there, but if this is a 7, this is a 1-3 pair to avoid them contaminating the 7. If that's a 1-3 pair, I think we worked out this has to be 6. And that goes with 4-9 here. And that can't work. My goodness, that cannot work. Right, let me check the logic here. Right, if this is 7, so I'm saying 7 can't be there or there by Sudoku. I'm saying it can't be here because it'll form a problem with 1 and 7 in that column. 17 or 71, both illegal in this box. Now, if I can rule 7 out of there, we've got things going on. Now, if we put 7 in there, 3 can't be in these cells, so it's over here as a 1-3 pair. If that is the case, we've got 1, 3, 2, 4, 9, 5, 8. That has to be a 6. So we've got 1, 6, 3 there. Now, if that's a 6, this isn't 61, this is 63. So it goes 1, 6, 3. The 9 is here, so we avoid having 19. That needs to be a 4, and that can't be a 4 if this is a 7, because you've got 4, 7 there, and those are broken. Whoa. This is mental. I'm nearly up to an hour now, but I have now ruled out 7 from that cell, and all of these. So 7 is in one of these two. And that means it's not here. And in the final column, it is now here. There is the digit that gives me. Much good may it do me. Now, come on. If 7 is in... I don't know what else this does. This is painful. I've got an X-wing on 7s. That's all the 7s that are left. I've got X-wings on 7s, 1s and 9s. 1, 9, 7, 3. So across the middle, I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 to place. That one can't be 4, that one can't be 6, that one can't be 4 or 6. Come on, let's keep going, let's keep going. This is worth persevering at. Now, if that's a 7, then that's 1. The 9 is there. Yeah, the 7, if that's a 7, and that's 1, that's a 1, that's a 3. So then the 3 is here. And it has to be 7, 9, 3 across the top with a 1 there. I bet there's some easier way to do this. I bet there is, but I can't see it, so I'm going to keep working on this. Hang on, did I just say... No, if that was a 7, this becomes a 1. And that puts 3 here. Alternatively, that's a 7. What does that do? I don't know what that does. Doesn't do anything for me. There is a 1 in these cells. 61 and 51. So if that is a 5 or a 6, the 1 is here. Oh God, it took me so much fighting to get that 7 in there, and it hasn't done anything. This is so annoying. Oh, the only place for 3 in this row is here. That's interesting. Okay, I hadn't seen that. I have now. Probably doesn't do anything there. I mean, it's just completing that bit. 4 must be in one of those cells. 1, 4, 3, 7, 5, 9. So these are from 2, 6, and 8, and they're not really very interesting cells for me at all. Again, unless there is something big that I'm just missing about how the puzzle works. Right, which of these is the 9? It's opposite the 1. The 1 is in one row and the 9 is in the other. So over here, the 1 is in one row and the 9 is in the other. The row the 1 is in doesn't go with 51 or 81. It must go with 4 or 6. So you'd have 1, 4 or 6, 9 here. That does go with the 3. This must form a 9. No, not necessarily. Well, it goes with the 3 on one side or the other. One, 4 or 6, 9 and a 3 somewhere. I want to know where 7 is in this row, and I just don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 7 can't be there, because that would push 1 down to here and 9 up to here. And then you'd have 79, which is a prime. 7 is not there. 7 is here. That gives me a 7 at the top of a grid, which almost certainly does absolutely nothing. Right, but this can't be a 9 now, because you'd oh no, 97's all right. No, 97's not all right. That can't be a 9. Oh, yes, this is 9. Now that can't be a 1, so that's a 1. That makes this a 3 and this a 1. This is not a 1. I still don't know which side 3 goes, but I am making some progress. And I still don't feel I've been incredibly stupid in this puzzle, although it is taking me ages. I mean, you may feel differently. Right, 9 is not here. 9 in this column is done. So that's all the 9. Is that all the 9s done? All the 1s, I imagine. All the 3s? Not quite. No, we've got this X-wing of 3s left. If that's a 3, yes. Wherever 3 is here, the number running down to it is 63. Oh, that might be something I should have worked on before. Right, so 3, 6 form a pair either there or here. So 6 has to be in one of those 2 cells and not there. This now cannot be 63. This one can't be 51 or 81. (43, 53 and 83, they all feel like primes still to me. Okay, so 6, 3, 2, 1, 7, 9, that would be 5 or 8, and that would be 4. 6, 3 here, you'd get 2, 4, 9, 7, and a 5, 8 pair. Oh, I've not resolved anything else. 29 or 59, those are definitely both primes. All of these possibilities are, all of these, all of these. Okay, so I've got to still work on this middle box. Now this, what prime, something 7, 1, 7, 9, 3. So the possible digits can't be a 6 because of that. 47 would be a prime, that is out. 57, no, that wouldn't. Oh, the 6 in this row, is that fixed now though? Yes it is, it's here. Wow, this takes ages when you're as slow as me. 6 in this row is now fixed here. 61 is a perfectly fine prime, okay. There's a 6 there and a 6 here. 6 in box 2 is in one of those cells since we put the 7 in. So that's the 6, which goes above the 3. This is not a 6 now. And that is not a 3. Right, 1, 6, 3, 9 and 7. I don't think we can do anything else with this box because we couldn't form another prime in it as long as that's not 4 if we tried. Oh, hang on. Yes, wait. This can't be... Hang on. This is really important. Yes, that 9 makes this a 4. I worked that out long ago, and I've got it now. Right, 4. That can't be a 4. Those I can't use. The rest has got to be regular Sudoku. We get a 4 here. We get a 6 here. How am I doing on 4s and 6s? Ooh. Ooh, not bad. This is a 4. That's a 4. That was worth doing. 4s are all done. How are 6s going? 1 more to do. 2 more to do. There they go. Oops, there they go. I can't highlight the cells. There were 6 in those and not in those. Let's get rid of the corner mark there as well. Right, and those aren't 6s. That's a 5, 8 pair. Has been for a long time, I think. Now, this is just got 2 5s and 8s to sort out everywhere. Ooh, I wonder if I could do colouring now. I wonder if I could do colouring now. I'm going to do it. Right, let's get rid of that colouring, which was so helpful, although it wasn't. Let us start colouring 2 5s and 8s. Yeah, where are we going to start? I'm going to do this. Right, that one. I'll make that red. That's red in books. Whatever. I've still got... Oh no, look, that 3 has sorted out 2 and 3. Ooh. Okay, we're still going to go with this colouring thing. That is not it. So that's the red. Right. Red is not 2 now. That's interesting. So I can place 2 in box 3. Let's keep going. Red is not 2, so one of those is red. One of those, 8 or 5, obviously, is red. That is red and not 2. That is red and not 2. That is red and not 2. So this is a 2. That's not. This is a 2. That, no one. Yes, that is red and not a 2. Red is 8. So that's not red. And that has become not red as well, I've only just noticed. Right, red, this couldn't have been, okay, so red is 8. And the remaining digits that aren't 2s, oh well, that's a 5. That's a 5. Come on, just put in the 5s and go home. 5s in all of those. And anything else I've got remaining is a 2. And there we go. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a mission, wasn't it? That's almost as long as yesterday's, and let's hope this time there are no mistakes. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's hope this time there are no mistakes in the finished grid. I was just taking out the colouring. There we go. What an intriguing puzzle art. Very, very, very tricky indeed for me. Delighted to get through it and get to a solution. Wow. And that was with a good working knowledge of primes. Ugh. Tough one. Thanks for watching as always on the channel. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.